Hey Kelby, thank you for the subscription. Smodler has joined the Brotherhood. Your tithe is noticed. Damn, this alert goes on for a long time. Alright, for anybody who doesn't know, I'm the dude Brum the Hiberian, and I'm looking for something for us to watch while we farm for this item. It's apparently my affiliate anniversary, so it lets me put that in there. Cool, cool. Sorry if you hear my phone going off. Ad break. Alright. Cheryl had to go to Minot for a couple of days. And the rabbits noticed she's gone already, so I was letting her know. This will work, we can listen to some
Mishashi Sensei.
So, that looks fine.
Mishashi Sensei.
How's that look, Kelby? Look good? He gone. I need to drink my potion.
поколений мужчин, выращенных женщинами? Поможет ли другая женщина в решении наших проблем?
Yo, what up? Crap. I'm wasting my potion. I'm unraveling cloth on retail. Unraveling it into thread. I need to use some of it. I gotta buy some cloth also. I got some first time craft bonuses coming my way. I have 5,000 cloth, so I think 5,000 cloth. I have 2,730 crafts left. I'm using the potions that makes it 30% faster. That's why my crafting speed is 53%. So if I do this. Can't read versus crafting speed. Okay. Anyway. It says crafting speed. I took my money and I split it in half, and half is cloth and half is metal right now. So I'm waiting for somebody to need the iron, and then I'll flip that. Give up on sod raiding already? Did you get like the items you needed? I don't like the idea of raiding every 3 days, dude. That sucks. Still looks like the music's a bit loud. Let's turn that down a little bit.
Oh shit.
I think they thought they were giving people like the ability to get twice as much loot in half as much time, so that like you don't really notice that the phases are only 2 months long. But the problem with that is everybody got all their loot in one lockout. So then they've got like 15 lockouts left or whatever. %99 completion in Melvor, dude. Is my chat bugging out? No. It did for a little bit. Yeah, Kelby, I didn't like sod at all. Like, I got to level 18 almost. I've got 2 weapons set up for when I ding, and then I've got or 2 melee weapons and a bow ready for my hunter. I just don't like how ruined the economy is already. I mean, all I'd 1800 on this mob. Let's check the drop rate. Whoa, that's weird. The effect of the gun or the gun bow that I'm trying to get is a 100% chance for blunderbuss. An avoidable attack that deals damage equal to 15% of the enemy's normal damage 8 times. So, is that 120? Yeah, 120. That's cool. 100% chance for 120% damage. Requires level 80 range to use. That's pretty good. Now I have enough potions that I can keep speed crafting. Oh, you can't see me when I sit like this. Does it look like I'm watching the game? Still at 6 items of loot to collect. That means it's not there. It's a lot of magic bones though. Beating this whole expansion, I used about 1 million 1 million prayer points, not combo points. Three, 5, and 10 hours on my farming. Crazy, you're probably gonna get hit with an ad break. It shows your Prime badge is up. I didn't stream very much this last month with the headset being broken. Cheryl was awake the whole time instead of napping when she usually did. So, like, I just didn't have access to the headphones. Oh, you got you got the ad break. I think you can actually control that.
Wow.
Free.
Free.
Oh, sweet. Crazy, are you out of the ad break yet? Seconds. Okay. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I was gonna say something. Forgot what it was. Oh yeah, Dragonflight is fucked, dude. Nobody's playing that shit. That game is dead. It's deader than Wrath. Oh yeah, the TTS worked. The monster TTS. It did the normal announcer voice. Yeah, Kelby, a lot of people are playing 14. It's popular again. I saw one person in town on Retail WoW, and I like tried to walk closer to them so I could inspect their gear, and they logged out. If you didn't do Retail yet, Kelby, Retail is supposed to be pretty sick this expansion. The quests seem pretty good. only buy from the vendor in stacks of 99 or whatever, but you can buy 999 from the, or maybe it's 999 from the vendor, 9,999 from the AH. Whatever it is, she buys it in big chunks and sells it in larger chunks than you can buy from a vendor. Most of 2 more sets of cloth. 5 more craft button presses, and we're done with this load of thread. Can we get this item? Can we please get this item? I know, let's switch this up. Alright, this one's got copyright information for all the songs. So I'm just gonna link that. Gotta do it through the chat bot, I forgot. On a good day with this craft I'm doing in WoW, I make over a gold per craft. It's pretty low right now, so I think it's like 40 silver a craft or something. I was making gold to buy stuff off the auction house by just selling leather. But I don't want to farm leather all the time. It's hard to get started on the auction house on there because everything costs freaking 20 gold, so you gotta get to level 25 and then finish a whole questing zone to have seed money. How'd I go from laying down to sitting up and 2 people left? They'd rather see me be fat fuck. What you could do, Kelby, is you could buy materials that go into the boxes and put them in stacks of the box size, the box requirement size. So like, I don't think it would work with swords because swords stack as 1, but like herb baked eggs, I think it takes 20 in a thing. Bandages is like 15. Leather is like 20 or whatever. Just look up how much goes into each box and then buy odd numbers and stack them in the correct number. You can make pretty good money soloing instances. What class are you playing, Kelby? Yeah, Rogue, you should be able to at least like kill bosses for like 60 silver drops or something. Not to mention pickpocketing. If you pickpocket your whole way through the dead mines, you'd probably get a gold or 2. I don't want to think about how long a pickpocket run of the dead mines would take though. 40 minutes? No, you can kill the mobs. Mostly the packs are far enough apart that you only have to worry about getting the pack and a patrol. And then you gotta worry about the runners getting extras. Has anyone ever tried using like distract on a running away mob to see if they can force it to run a different direction? Oh, you can't distract in combat. And then if you vanish, there's no point in throwing the distract because they're just gonna drop combat anyway. Well, we tried. I would suggest pickpocketing low-level mobs, but they only drop like, I don't know, what's the highest level world mob that you can pickpocket? I think there's level 25 humanoids in Alterac. They might drop like 8 to 10 silver. I mean, let's look at a guide, I guess. Wowhead, classic. Hillsbred Foothills 20 to 31. Where's the NPCs one? Is this the fightable mobs too? Yeah, it is. Beast, beast, beast. You can't pickpocket Yetis. Here we go, Hillsbrad Farmer. Linen, wool, and silk cloth all dropped from him. Waylaid supplies. Damn, there's a lot of Waylaid supplies boxes. That would keep you busy trying to stock up for, like, say, 20 a day of that. Let's see, pickpocketing. Junk box. Gems. Moss agate. Agate. Oh, I was looking at Hillsbrad Farmer. I'll link it. It says they're worth 89 copper, probably to kill. So, I don't know. I guess let's look at the comments. Oh, are these guys alliance tagged? Are you playing Horde, Kelby? Oh, yeah. You just thought of it too. Yeah, I just saw that. I saw it said his faction was Stormwind. And you can't go pickpocket stuff in Terran Mill. No way. I'm not crafting, I'm wasting precious time on my potion. Okay, I'm on my last stack. Lined up perfectly. I have 9 potions left. I overshot by quite a few potions. I'm not sure what mobs you could pickpocket then. Can you pickpocket Murlocs? I think you can pickpocket Naga. Yeah, pickpocketing might not be where the money is. Have you been checking silk and buying silk that's like under bandage price? 2 silver? I mean, you could go pickpocket the Ravenhold guys. They probably drop silk. What are they called? That's not one you can pickpocket, that's one you turn into something. Classic. Oh no, not Alterac, Arathi. What's in this zone? Title Charm. Alright, let me get this video pulled up here. 1 second. Add window capture. Web browser. Let's get this so that it's not obstructing all of the game and stuff. I'm not crafting. Okay. Mm, 150, that's 30. Tattered Wildcloth is 17. 30 would be 200k. Sorry. Oh, my strange just sold. I got 14k. What can you guys see of the screen right now anyway? Oh, just my character's head. I had my mic muted this whole time. I had my mic muted this whole time. I got the video set up. I'm checking my stuff on WoW real quick. I bought a bunch of cloth. I bought 80,000 cloth. Okay. TSM. Alright, I got 4K coming in. These ones probably need to be reset. Call my goblin, my hobgremlin. Okay. Put this book away. Follower training thing. That thing's fine. Greens can be put away. Clean up this Christmas crap. Why is it not clicking? There we go. I know you guys can't see any of this, but it's got to be done right now. TSM. Okay, I sold everything except for my coal. Let's get this video started. Oh, I can't because I gotta have it open. You should be able to solo a boss in Wailing Caverns. The pants, yeah. Yeah, I bought a lot of cloth. Did this guy sell his metal yet? When I buy a large quantity of stuff, it fucks up the mailbox indicator. Okay, I don't have it on me. I don't have any money on me. Oh, cool. I have 1337 of them. Okay, put that up there. 10K worth of iron. Did this give me the item yet? No. I'm never gonna get the item. Okay, that's working. That's working. This is working.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This
What
is
is
Chip
up?
coming
You're
at you with
so
another
quiet.
World of Warcraft Season of Discovery video. Today I'm going to start talking to you about some gold making, specifically with a rogue. So before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification icon to get notified every time I come out with a new video.
You can subscribe
Anyway,
to me on
so
Twitch.
this is going to be the first video.
$4.99.
So where we're at, right here at the Furbolg camps, just south of Rainwood Retreat in Ashtonvale. So if you're on a PvP server, this is going to be great for you because there's people come down here questing. If you're on a PvE server, it's going to be great for you because these mobs are up a lot. So all you're going to do is you are going to walk around, pickpocket the mob.
I'm out of range.
Well, attempt to pickpocket the mob, apparently. All right, so we got a scratching stick and some coppers, right? So this is what you're going to do. And you're just going to make sure you're watching, and if you aggro a mob, obviously you can take it out. If you don't want to take it out, you can vanish. It doesn't matter, right? Just however you want to do it. If you want to take the mobs out after you pickpocket them, obviously, if you want to take them out after you pickpocket them, you are going to be, it's going to be a little easier to pick back up on your pickpocket rotation because it takes 10 minutes for pockets to refill.
They are always ready to be
if
pickpocketed
they are empty,
versus you have to
but
wait
if
5
somebody's over
minutes.
here marking the mobs because they're doing the quest, super easy. It's really not that big a deal. You can use distract with the pats and stuff, or if there's a group, you can distract them all to look in the middle. You pick the pocket, you walk away. But I'm going to walk through and I'm going to show you the different places. So there's little camps. You can see the little camps. You come down the road right there. It comes right from Rainwood Retreat. You come down the hill.
In Ashenvale.
But you can see here there's a lot of mobs, right? So there's usually mobs up. So if you're going to run through here, it's super easy to go through and pick them up and pick their pockets, and you just keep going and going and going. I like this spot particularly because, one, I'm on a PvP server and it's relatively close to a graveyard, so if I do get ganked, I can get back over here pretty quick. There's also a lot of PvP that goes on over here because this is a quest spot. There are a couple of quests over here that are going to be pretty well done because there's a lot of stuff going on, right? Like, people want to do the quest for money, people want to do the quest to have them to turn in when the next phase starts to get their XP going up and stuff.
He aggroed one.
So as you can see there, I got Saw, so I went ahead and popped that. Oh my gosh, I got seen again. Whew. All right. Anyway, yeah, you just walk through here. Make sure you're paying attention to your stealth
His
mechanics so you don't keep getting
fucked
seen
up.
like I am.
I feel like
obviously,
he's not
apparently
doing that
I
much
can't
damage.
talk
Is he not level
and,
25?
do things at the same time, which is fine because I never claimed to
Where's
be
his
able to do
level
so. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. I prefer when
The
I
mobs are
am
yellow, so he's at least
just
like
gold farming.
23.
Like if I'm gonna set in and do a gold farm for a little bit, I like to set up my spec to do gold farming. And after I take out this mob and get that chest I just saw, I will show you what the spec is. And then I will start working on the video for the next area that I'm going to show you. So we've got a chest there. We're not going to try to get the chest without getting up to full HP. So what you're looking for, obviously you're getting raw silvers out of this, which is amazing, right? But these battered junk boxes, okay?
I said, is he eating
So the
stealth,
notable
but I hate
loot
the,
here
like, meat
is you
too
can
soon.
get moonstones, you can get Masa Gate,
I did not know you could do that.
and you can
It's
get
not a gate,
food,
dude.
and you can get potions.
It's a gate
those are the
or
big
maggot.
ones, right? And then you get all the battered junk boxes. The cool thing about the battered junk boxes, they can
I have a
also
feeling
drop
people should say
moonstones,
agate
Masa
so they don't
Gates.
get canceled.
But there's also a list of greens they can drop too, right? Like you can get a couple of rings out of it. You can get a couple different things. I will show you in a moment. I'll pull it up on Wowhead after I get this. After I get this box. All right, so I recommend going ahead and
Kelby, did you
doing
know
it
that
and
you
taking
can
out the
macro
mobs after you
pickpocket
get them,
into
just
your
because
opener?
you know
Into,
when the
like,
mobs
backstab or
respawn
whatever?
that they do have their
Backstab
pockets
or
able to be
mutilate or
picked, right?
or row,
So
whatever
it
you
just makes it
choose to
easier. You
use.
can keep track of it better, and it's just a little bit
Yeah, so
overall
you'll be
better
like
for you in the
farming
long run,
mobs
right?
in
Obviously, you
instances,
kill them,
as
you
long
get
as
cloth,
open
you get
from
silk,
stealth,
you get
you get a pickpocket off.
wool and all that. So, all right, so let me pull this up and show you the
Free money.
loot table that you're getting here, which should be a little easy to do. So let me go ahead and pull these guys up. So these are the foul weed mobs,
If
right?
I'm looking down, it's because I
Foulweed.
put the chat on my phone because I have
Yep.
to have this
Alright,
window full
so-
screen. I can't see the chat that way.
Foul weed? Foul wield. Foul wield. Would help if I spelled things right? Alright, so when you look at this, right? Let me see if I got this pulled up properly. Alright, let me show my screen.
Oh, I need to click the button.
And alright. So Here's what you can pickpocket from these guys. Okay, let me get rid of my chat screen because it's in the way. All right. Here's what you can pickpocket from these guys. You can get Mossy Gates, which sell in the auction house because people need them for engineering. Lesser Moonstone, people need these for other things. And something else to keep in mind, even when these aren't selling really good, they get decent enough in the vendor price, right? 4 silver and 6 silver. Healing potions, these are always selling in the auction house, so you can always get rid of these. Mutton chop, you can keep your food up without having to do anything. You don't really have to do it. So each different type of mob that you pickpocket is going to drop a different food. So we'll cover that when we do that. Scratching stick, this is their gray. Most grays have their own, or most mobs have their own gray that they drop while you are pickpocketing them. And then the battered junk box. So let's go ahead and click the battered junk box here so I can show you what drops in there. These are the things that can drop. Healing potion, which is awesome because we're just going to be staying in potions. Small pocket watch, almost a silver just for free. And then here are the greens that we have confirmed that can come out of it. There's a couple of different rings. These are going to be the things that you're going to be looking forward to the most, because if you get a good ring that drops with a good roll on it, like of the monkey ring and of the bear ring, of the tiger ring, all of the rings that have good stats for somebody, that's a good combination. You're going to get really good. A lot of times these kinds of things sell really good. I've sold both of these plans for a lot. And then you've got a couple more rings, and you've got some enchant patterns, and then you've got some other working patterns, some more rings, and then you can also get gems out of there. So what it boils down to is not only do you get the loot from the mob, so you pickpocket it and then you dunk the mob, but you also get, and then you have 3 points left. Okay, so those 3 points, if you are using Saber Slash or something else, put 2 of them in Sinister Strike, and then put the last one wherever you want. If you're using Backstab or Mutilate, put 3 points into Opportunity. You could also, if you're using daggers just in general, put 3 points into Improved Ambush. And what this is going to do, it's going to let you vanish more often. The reason this build is helpful, I will show you later, is you can also do some solo farms in dungeons, which I'm going to go over. And this right here is a really good build for doing the solo farms in dungeons, because it's going to let you walk through the dungeon faster. It's going to let you get your cooldowns back quicker. It's going to give you, when you do find a mob that you do need to take out or want to take out, it's going to give you a bigger crit chance on your ambush. And Ghostly Strike in general is just good because it gives you a little more defense every 20 seconds. It lets you get a little more dodge. So this is what I would suggest if you are going to be just farming for a little while. Right, like if you're just gonna, okay, cool, I'm gonna.
Okay. Still 6 items, so that means we did not receive it yet. Let's continue unraveling. Alright. Let's see if we can find something else to watch. Engineering. I mean, we could watch some Pyromancer shenaniganery. Patrick, that's the Ashbringer. Blizzard are removing Trader's Tender from the store.
Community council interview. So, actually, some fairly interesting things here. I'd say the major one, though, is about the trading post. So, obviously, trading post, the total amount of tender that you can spend every month has been increasing. Also, they've started doing bundles. People started to think, then get more expensive. Bundle with extra tender. Now, I think people are fine with there being tender included in an expansion, as an example. But, the little bouquet flower thing, Corsage, that had 200 tender, or the Transmog set, that was the most expensive one they've ever put out, even though it was super simple looking, and also just had 500 bonus tender. So you're like, oh, this is kind of for the tender. Basically, yeah, they've got no plans to do any more smaller store bundles for tender. The early ones are an experiment that they will not continue going forward. Ian did say, obviously, plans may change, but that is currently what's going on. The quote from him, the quote from him is that they see basically, they don't see it as a major form of monetization. A major vector, as he said. Also, when it came to, man.
All right, see you, Kelby.
Why am I
Have
treating
fun
this
at
like,
Walmart.
like it's a video where, I like pause and restart again? That makes no sense. They've also said they're looking at additional ways to let people earn more attendees in-game. Now, that could be interesting. What does that look like? Do they just stretch the bar out? Because, they're not going to give you more for doing the same amount. They're going to want to, have a carrot.
It's interesting because, because there's no reason that you fill the bar and then you're done, right? As in,
They could just
they
keep
could
the
always
bar
they could always just say like,
going.
yeah, the bar fills up and then you just keep
Like,
getting
like what they
getting
did over the
tendies
summer.
forward after, yeah.
Yeah, so they,
Yeah.
they could do that. I was wondering if they wanted to do it without the bar, like maybe... Okay, because I know that, like, the micro holidays, they do contribute with, like, bonus, journal progress. Yeah. Could maybe try throwing some tender in those, but then that could be tricky because some of those are kind of short. I don't know. But tender's maybe something they can play with more. Anyway, so they've said that, and also that the overall cost of things isn't increasing over time. It is mostly them adding previous rotation items back in, but then, yes, if you exclude the class sets, which were pretty costly. I think we've had some one-off items, like some pets that have been fairly expensive for what they are. The Candy Cane one-handed sword, the 600 tender, feels a bit much to me.
Yeah, I think they're smoking crack.
Well, there you go.
He's
only went and bloody said it.
I think the cost of things is increasing. I don't know. That's my lived experience. How dare they deny it?
There you go.
I can't afford shit anymore.
At some point, we should find out if this is literally true.
Yeah, I definitely think that there's stuff going
You
on.
could calculate the average store price per new item. Or, there's like
Yeah.
a few, you could do an average and median. There's like a few different analysis you could do.
Yeah. The-
for that.
I definitely feel like there are items that I've seen and I went, that shouldn't be worth that much.
I've definitely felt that too.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's a case of that. It's like not literally like true of everything's gonna. We have planned prices for things and we stick to that plan. We stick to those prices, etc. Like that. But like the amount of candies are asking for like specific things is dire, and it is just like even if the overall cost of things isn't there, you like still you look at the number that you need and the number that you need is way too big. So there's kind of that like that just it's becoming a worse experience for me by virtue of that because I feel really intensely like cost limited a lot of the time, which is one of the awkward parts of how do you balance choice to feel good, because you want people to make a choice because then the thing you choose is that not actually
You're going to do a psychology on us?
yeah, is that not the studied thing where people were like asked to choose like a painting and they always like trended to like the thing they chose more over time? And it's like it's is it, my English is really bad today. I literally don't remember words that I'm trying
He's
to
a
remember.
sleepy boy.
Yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, it was basically supposed to be, people choose things, feel good, like thing more, because they chose it, because they specifically chose it, not because of whatever. So like you want to have that effect, and that's what the trading post is about. It's about that meaningful choice. You get the meaningful choice of
So-
which sword you want, but the other side of that is the not getting everything feels bad.
That's the
Just somewhere in
thing.
middle.
If you want to defeat your enemy, don't give them problems, give them dilemmas. And a little bit of that can happen because it's common knowledge in sales that if you give a customer too many options, like at a certain point, they'll just be like, I am out of here. Goodbye.
Yeah, was that the pasta sauce experiment?
The pasta sauce experiment,
Is
yes.
it pasta sauce? Is it pasta
Or whatever it
sauce?
is. Yeah, if you give
Something-
people too many options, they'll just get, they'll this won't feel great. Now, the thing then in, like, with this in WoW,
Jam, it was jam.
if you want to get one decent item and then a bunch of the cheap things, like the little customization bits are like 50, 100, 150, you'll feel fine. But the second you want two big things and then you're profoundly aware that I want to get this mount and this sword, and that costs more than you earned that month. Now you're giving people dilemmas. And the thing is, people aren't your enemy. So now you're giving people dilemmas. And that means that the cognitive load of the system increases for them. Whereas if they're just hoovering up a bunch of small little things in a shop, then they feel like, that they feel like they're just going in there as a sort of hoodwinked customer. It's like, you go into the shop in normal life, you buy a few things. I suppose, I don't know, I'm not obviously not talking about some silly expensive designer store or something. Which is obviously not what the trading post should be modeled after. So yeah, I wonder if there's some sales psychology there that even if what they're saying is true, makes it feel bad to players. But then there's also that like for a quarter of the trading post's life, it's been so much more expensive every month because of like just shy of 3,000 tender worth of class items being there. So I wonder then, in January, will we see numbers move away from being like 9,000? Will they go back to maybe being like 7,000, 6,500? That'll be the big question.
I imagine so. And yes, I did. I did want to make sure I wasn't actually talking shite. So it's the free choice paradigm is a paradigm in psychology. After a choice between two similarly pleasant stimuli, the pleasantness of the chosen one tends to increase, whereas the pleasantness of the rejected one tends to decrease, spreading of alternatives. So yeah, basically, if you choose something, you like it more, and that's the whole thing. That's the thing. I also, when I was going about the internet, I also noticed that our favorite WoW Classic game producer, Agrant, had a tweet saying, "Looks like players have discovered our little Darkmoon Fair surprise. Enjoy the increased Darkmoon Fair cadence and Season of Discovery, and happy holidays." So literally, just like, yeah, there's more Darkmoon Fair. Enjoy. That's cool. I like that. I very much like that.
It's a great example of like just don't tell players anything.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that's worked out so well. It seems the community buzz on this one's been really strong. Actually, we don't have a segment for it, but another nice thing, they published a video. I think it's called like Season of Discovery by the Numbers or something. But it's kind of cool because it kind of feels like a YouTube video, as in not a random corporate, thing. It basically feels like a sort of in-house YouTuber situation almost. I don't know who the individual is doing the VO or like producing that video, but a pretty good example of like Blizzard themselves maybe producing some content kind of inspired by some of the partner work they've been doing. So thought that was kind of neat as well. Basically, yeah, Season of Discovery, the amount of like bang for their buck they must be getting is insane. I'd love to see what their cost of sales. Like, what is their cost of sales between the two products? And I know it's really hard to work that out because they have a shared subscription. So that probably makes it challenging.
Yeah.
But seriously, just like, man, think about that. Like, it's such a smaller team than to keep Modern WoW going, 600 people.
Yeah, it was funny.
It's impressive.
Jared and I were talking a little bit about that yesterday, and like, I hope that tiny team gets like rewarded for the amount of sales they're actually generating, because that's like crazy efficient. And obviously, a lot of their efficiency probably comes down to the fact that not just efficiency but agility comes down to the fact that they are a small team, and even going through a lot of the runes and stuff that are added, it's all or vast majority of it is stuff that exists in Modern, in the client. So they can just copy paste the code and it should mostly work. Because I think it was
certainly built up.
All right, everyone. I think it's pretty clear I'm not going to get the item on stream. I'm going to go craft off stream. Thank you. I've been the Dude Broman the Hiberian. You can subscribe here on Twitch with Twitch Prime for free or with USD for $4.99. If you're on an iPhone, click the link that showed up in the chat and it'll take you there. And you can save $1. Find me everywhere at THE_DO0D. Find me on Twitter at LTherapisto. That's the therapist. Thank you.